Today we are going to see about the constructors. So yesterday we have seen about actually how the functions will work, and then what is function return type, and then after that what is the functions with argument. It's also called as a method overloading concept. So today we are going to see constructors and then the constructor overloading concept over there. So simple concept is, so hello, yes, Sandeep.
Hi Murli, sorry to disturb.
Anvish, yes, Anvish, no worries.
Actually, yesterday I missed the class, so will you recall yesterday's one for myself? Why? Because I did not put the video also. This one.
I did not send the videos, huh?
I did not got the video actually.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. Sure. Oh, you're from Naresh, no?
Yeah, I'm from Naresh actually.
Okay, cool.
So Naresh did not forward me the team.
Okay, cool. Anvish, actually from most probably from tomorrow onwards, I will try to send directly to you so that you'll not miss the videos over there. So I will try to send. So today I'll just take a week call, guys.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hey, thanks, Anvish. So our class will be written class ABC. Then always a class will have a main function. Then after that, any information that we need to execute, if it is written inside a function, that will be executed because main is a executable function. Okay, how a function will be written? Okay, functions will be written outside the main. Okay, it can be written. It can be. We can write the functions over at the above or at the below bottom. Anywhere we can write it. Because that is also a separate information. That's it. Okay. So how we write a function? So functions also is of two types. One is static, another one is non-static. So void public static void m1. That's my method name. That's it. So now what will happen right now? This is a static method. So I'm gonna print it here. So m1. That's it. So this is how normally a method will be written. So if I have a void, I can have a statement called return at the last line. Always the return statement should be there at the last line over there. So if I have that, what I can do, that is I can get my information. So that is I can return a value, but if it is void, I cannot return any value. So if I want to call this method, so static members can be called with, we can call the static members with help of a class name abc.method1. Now what will happen? So if my program is written like this, program starts. Okay, so what will happen right now for me? First, program starts will be executed. Then after that, abc.method1. This will go and call me this method, static method. So sysO m1. That is actually what m1 will be printed. Then return. We are returning some information, but here we cannot return any information. Okay. From our side, the return type is void. Void means I cannot return any value. The same thing if I have another method, static integer m2. Here I'm going to use the same thing. This one I'll have it. This is m2 method. Then return. So the return type here is what? It's integer. Here it is void. Void means I don't want to, I cannot return any value. I can have a return statement, but it's not mandatory to have it. But integer means I need to return a value. It's mandatory. I need to return 10. So if you want to call this method, I can call this abc.method2. This will go and call me this method. Then it will print me m2. Then return 10. It's going to return 10. So now what happens? That 10 will come to this place. So if I want to capture that information in a variable, I can give like this integer a is equal to abc.m2. So now what will happen? This 10 will be stored under the integer variable. It's the same as like giving like this integer a is equal to 10. Assigning like this. So what's happening? Because this 10 now it will be holded here. That's what will happen over here. Clear? So this is what return types is about. Next, I can have another function here. Static integer m2 can I have like this? So what will happen if I have like this? It will throw me an error. Why? This is also M2. This method name also is M2. So it will throw me an error here because these two are different. Okay, so these two are same duplicates like that. Okay, if I'm going to call this abc.m2, my system will not know whether to call this method or this method. Okay, so this is actually what, like a conflict over there. So we cannot do like this. So if I want to differ these things, I can give like this integer a. Now what will happen right now? If I this one I will print. So m2. Okay, I'll mention integer m2. Then it's an integer. Otherwise, if I make it as double, now what will happen? So this one you can have anything, integer or void or double. This because this one does not match with anything. Okay, if I have in case double, what will happen? That time I should get return 10.50. So what will happen? That 10.50 will be returned to the place wherever it is called. So in case if I'm going to give here abc dot m2, if I want to call this one, what I need to do? So the argument which I'm passing is an integer. So I need to pass integer argument 10. Now what will happen? This will go and call me this method. Then the return type is double. This will print integer m2, then 10.50. The return value will be 10.50. Now, so I want to capture it means I need to capture it in a double variable because the value which is going to come is 10.50. Okay, so that's why I need to capture it in a double variable. That's it. Clear? Anyone has any doubts on this one, guys? Same thing if it is a non-static, instead of calling through my function, sorry, class name, I need to call it with the help of creating an object and then I need to call it. That's the difference over there. So anyone has any doubts on this one? This is what actually what we are seeing yesterday. Just a small recap of yesterday what we are seeing. Anyone has any doubts on this? So the concept having the same method name, but the signature is different. That is, the arguments are different. Okay, I can differ a method by its type of arguments or the number of arguments. So for example, I'll have one more thing. Static double m2. If I have it double a, what will happen? It's again I'm deferring it over here. So if it's a double, I need to. It's a double means again I need to pass a double value, 20.5 something. Clear? This is what we have seen for yesterday's class. Clear, Anvesh? Any doubts you have? Clear?
No, Murli,
or I think so you would have some little bit problem in actually what collecting all the information. So you can just go through the video of today's session. I also mentioned actually what how the memory allocations happen, all those things. Anyway, actually we will see this part one more time because in constructors actually what I have an example over there. So how constructors actually work with the combination of functions will work and then memory allocations are created. Okay, we will see that part also anyway.
Okay.
Can you go to the next part? Constructor.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Cool. So now we are going to see about constructors. So how constructors will work? That's what we're going to see right now. So if you see constructor, so constructor. So we know how a method will be written. Constructors also works in the same way as like a method, but little bit different. Okay, so class xyz is my class. So now how a main function will be written: public static void main string arguments. Okay, so how a constructor will be written means constructor. Okay, you can write it at the top. You can write above the main function or below the main function over here. So our constructor will be written. It's same as like my class name. That's it. Okay. Constructors are written in a way as like same as like the class name. So constructors also. So this one I'll make this default constructor. Okay. A method which does not have an argument is called as a default method. A constructor which does not have an argument is called as a default constructor. Okay, same as like method overloading, we also have constructor overloading. So I can defer a constructor based on the arguments. Okay, number of arguments or type of arguments, I can defer it. That's it. This one I'll mention it as integer constructor. Okay, so from my side, this a variable is coming over here now. So what will happen right now for me? This a will hold a value. For example, if I'm going to call here m2 abc.m2 of 10. Now what happens? This will go and call me this method. That a will hold a value called 10. Okay, so that a value will be local for this method alone. Same like that constructors also, the value which I'm going to pass it over here, that will be local for this method alone. That's the thing. So how the constructor will be called, we'll see. So this is my main function. So if I want to call a constructor, how it's so simple. So from my side, I'll be creating a method xyz. obj1 is equal to new xyz. That is, if I want to call a constructor, I need to create an object. That's it. Okay. If I create an object for a constructor, so if I create an object for a class, my constructor will be called default. Okay. I can call my constructor by default over there. That's the thing. So if I want to call this constructor, how would I need to do? xyz obj2 is equal to new xyz. Then here is what? Integer, correct? So I need to pass an integer value. Now what will happen? This 10 will be passed over here. Then this constructor will be called. Then along with that, the object will be created, and then the default, what are the global variables? Okay, all the default informations will be loaded here. That's what it will do here. Clear for everyone? That's it. Okay, now we'll see. Just now I showed you about the basics of it. Still, we have to see more. Okay. So I'll open. So close these things. Now class. Constructor learning. I'll have a main function. I'll make it as default. That's it. Okay, I made it. So now, how a constructor will be written, we'll see. So I'll just reduce the font size a little bit. So in case if you want to increase it, let me know. If anyone feels that you want to increase the font size, let me know. So according to that, I'll also increase it. Just 2 minutes, guys. Okay. We'll go with this only. In case if you want to increase the font size, let me know. Okay. So how it will be written right now. So how a constructor will be, my class name is constructor learning. So constructor learning. This is how a constructor will be written. So then I'll just mention default method. So if I want to call this constructor, what I need to do, I need to create an object for this class. So here I'm not passing any argument. So obj1 is equal to new constructor learning. So Ciso program starts. Ciso program ends. Now if I want to call this, right click, run as Java application. See, first actually my main function start to execute. Then after that I'm creating an object. So this object by default it will go and call me this constructor. That is actually what I'm not passing any argument. That's why this method will be called. The same thing I have another constructor. How a constructor will be written? Constructor learning, my class name. Then I'll give it as integer here. So in case if I have this also as a default, and you see it will throw me an error because it's duplicate over there. That's the thing. Then I'll have it over there as integer method. So if I want to call this one, so if I pass here an integer value 10, now what will happen? This will go and call me the integer method. Okay. Default constructor, sorry. So if I run this integer constructor. Okay, I'll have one more thing. So I'll make it as double integer comma double B. Okay, this is integer and double constructor. Then I'll try to print that value also plus A plus B. I'm just giving a space so to print everything. Right click, run as Java application. See, integer constructor 10. So now, hey Ranjani, can you tell me, Ranjani, you're there?
Yes.
Hey Srinivas, you're there?
Yes, Murli.
Hello.
Yes, Murli. I'm here.
Hey guys, you can hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Anvesh, you're there?
Yes, I am.
Hello.
Hello.
Guys, can you hear me?
I think he is not able to hear us. Can you hear me?
Am I audible to everyone? Okay, cool. So, yeah, cool. Okay, sure. So now, is Sandeep? You there?
Yes, Murli, I am here.
I'm not here. Sandeep?
Yeah, I'm here, Murli. You're able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry. I think my mic problem, I think so. Okay, Sandeep, can you tell me, I want to call this constructor. Can you tell me what is the changes I need to do?
Okay, there you need to make that as, you need to call the intent because there you need to make it, instead of 10, you need to put one integer value and then one double value. So you need to put 10 comma 10.2 or something.
Super, correct. Awesome. 10.20, I'll just give. Now,
okay.
Just will go and call me this integer and double constructor over there and then prints me the value 10 and 20. Yes, awesome. So Thanks, Sandeep. So this is how we call it over there. Correct? So now along with this, I'll have one more information here. So obj2. Now I will not pass any value. So now if I run this, so what will happen right now for me? Another constructor. That means each and every time when I create an object, so based on the value that is passed in the argument, that constructor will be executed. Okay, the constructor which is matching with that argument will be executed for me. That's it. Okay, this is about constructor. Everyone is clear now? Okay. Hope so everyone is clear. So constructor should have same name as class name. Yes, Srinivas. Super, correct. Constructor should have the same name as your class name only. Okay. So now we'll execute this program and then we'll see how the memory allocation also has happened. I want you guys to execute the program for me this one. Okay. Okay. Before that, I have to tell you about static and non-static initiation block. Then directly we'll go and execute this big program. So I'm going to execute you about static and non-static initiation block. We have seen about constructors. Next one is static and non-static initiation block. What is the static and non-static initiation block, and then how it is used, how can be written? Okay. So static blocks. Okay. Any blocks that should be written outside the function. Okay. A function cannot have another function or a block. Okay. So how a static block can be written? So simple. We should have a keyword called static. Then we should have a flower brace. Okay. Any information that comes with a flower braces, it's called as a block. Okay. So if you have a keyword called static, that is called as a static block. If you don't have a keyword here, if I have like this is called as a non-static block. So SIB1, and this one is so IIB2. So that means SIB represents static initialization block. IIB represents non-static initialization block. Okay, static and then non-static initialization block. That's the thing. Okay, so if I want to call this static block, if I want to call this non-static block, how means we no need to call it explicitly. Okay, so from our side, static blocks, when we execute the program by default, it will be called. See, program starts. Program ends. So now when I execute this program, see what happens. See, first SIB1, program starts and program ends. But non-static block is not called. So I'll have one more static block here, SIB2. So now I'll run this. SIB1, SIB2, program starts and program ends. So by default, static blocks will be executed first. Why? Because static pool is the one first which will be loaded into the memory. So that's why all the static blocks will be executed in sequential order. Okay, that is important. In sequential order, all the static blocks will be executed. Then after that, the main function starts. Then after that, if I'm going to create an object for this class, so SIB1, obj1 equal to new SIB1. So when I create an object, that time only the non-static blocks will be executed. So we'll have one more non-static block, SIB2. So right click, run as Java application. See, first SIB1, SIB2, program starts, IIB1, IIB2, then program ends. That is, whenever I'm creating an object, that time the non-static blocks are being executed. But we already told that actually we have a constructor. Constructors also will be executed when we create an object. Correct? So, but which will be executed first? Whether non-static block or the constructor? That is important now. So if you see, if I run this one, can you see first when the program starts, what will happen? My static blocks are executed. SIB1, SIB2, both are being executed. Then after that, my main function starts to execute. Program starts. Then after that, when I create an object, both the non-static blocks. See, non-static blocks actually what? Here it's there. IIB1 and then IIB2. Then after that, my constructor is being called. Okay. After that, okay, once my execution of my non-static blocks, then only my constructor will be called. Then again control comes here, program ends. Once again, if I create an object, main function, just simply I'm just gonna print that I came to main function. Then again I'm creating another object, obj2. Now if I see, right click, run as Java application. See, first static blocks will be executed and the main function program starts. Then my non-static blocks, my constructor. Then again it came to main function, and once again my non-static blocks, my constructor and program ends. So static blocks will have only one copy. It will have only one copy. Only once it will be executed in the program. When the program starts, initially at the beginning stage that will be executed, then after that it will not be executed at any point of time. But non-static blocks, each and every time when I create an object for that class, the non-static blocks will be executed, and then the constructors also will be executed by sequentially after the non-static blocks. This is how it works. So why this constructors are used, and then why the static block, non-static blocks, and where it is being used? That's what we have to see. Okay, so we directly in our Selenium, we don't use static and then non-static blocks. Okay, so this has been used by the programmers, developers only. So static blocks and the non-static blocks, why they use them? They use mainly for the initialization purpose. They create a global variable, and then if they want to initialize the value for that, they try to give it over in the static blocks. Non-static blocks, what will happen means whenever I'm going to execute, and then also before executing my program, I want some set of statements that to be executed in a prior manner. That statements also they give it in the static blocks. Then non-static blocks, whenever I'm going to create an object, before creation of my object, if I want to execute some set of statements, I can have it in the non-static blocks. Otherwise, you can have it in the constructor. Okay, that's how. So the difference between these non-static blocks and constructors, I'll tell you right now. So I'll have another constructor here, integer a. I'll give. So now I'll run this program now. See the output. So there is another constructor which is going to accept integer argument. So, but both the times I'm not passing any argument. What happened? The default constructor only is called for both them. But non-static blocks, if you see, always that will be executed. If you're passing an argument while creating an object, or if you're not passing an argument, both the times that non-static blocks will be executed for us. That's the thing. Okay, that's the advantage. So I need to pass an integer value. See, I'll run this. Any point of time for me, this is integer constructor. Yeah. Any point of time for me that non-static blocks will be executed if I pass an argument in creation of object or not. Constructors based on the arguments will be executed. So when you're going to pass an argument, for that argument level, if you want set of constructor to be executed, that time you can have those statements over there. So in Selenium level, we use constructors. How we use means, for example, when I'm going to create an object, that time I need to set the, for example, my data sheet. Okay, what is my data sheet means? Okay, when I'm going to log in with my application, I need my username, password. I need to test with 5 set of usernames and password. Like those data set information I'll be having in that location. That location information I will have it in the constructor. Okay, so create a location, create an object for the Excel sheet over there. Okay, I will have it, create a memory location for that, then it starts to execute. So my object will have the information of my Excel sheet location, then based on that, that takes to the program and then execution starts. That's the level we use it in our constructor. Apart from that, we also use it for different ways. Okay, all those information, when you come to Selenium, you will be very clear on how that constructors are being used there. Okay, so to simple example, if I'm using a keyword driven framework, I'll be accepting actually what 2 arguments. Okay, so 2 string arguments and then 1 integer or something. So my username, password, and then if I have the pin code, that's an integer. Based on that method or the constructors, we will execute it and then we'll store the information and then execute. Okay, this is how constructors, static block, non-static blocks are used in the industry. Anyone has any doubts on understanding the flow, how static blocks, non-static blocks and constructors are used? Anyone has any doubts on this? Okay, I am going to give you an assignment right now. Okay, you have to do it. I'll just give you 5 minutes of time. Okay, you can just do it very randomly. Create a class ABC. Okay, should have 2 methods. Okay, in that one return type is integer, second return type is double and integer. Okay, both should be static. Okay, so I'll mention this should have 2 static methods. Okay, I'll have it here. This is one. Okay, then along with that, you should have the same method. Okay, return type we written and then the argument. One is integer argument. Second. First method. Okay, first method is integer argument. Should accept integer. First method should accept integer argument. Second method, that is actually second method is what? That is what this one, double integer. Okay, should accept. Hey, sorry. Should accept double and integer argument. Then should have default constructor, integer constructor. Okay, then should have 2 static blocks, two non-static blocks. Then after that should have create an object. Then next is create an object and access all the members. Members means what? Your methods, your constructors, blocks, everything you should access. That's what. Okay, you can write it in a paper or something also. Okay, anywhere you can do it, which is comfortable. But this is what. Anyone has any doubts on understanding this one? What you have to do? Anyone has any doubts on this? Okay, I want you to do now itself. Why I'm asking you to do now itself means because then only you will be clear on actually what is I have thought. Okay, the output also. You write the program and then tell me the output. Clear, guys? Okay, so now it's 7:40. Okay, I'll again come by 7:47. Okay, 6 minutes of time. So then we'll again see the one program execution. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, anyone is facing any problem on executing there? While executing the program, when writing the program, you're able to construct it. Hey Anvish, you're able to construct that?
I'm a little bit confused in that one, Murli.
Okay, little bit you guys are confused.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know the.
Okay, no worries, no worries. It will be easy. I'll explain you that one. Hey Magesh, are you clear on that? Magesh T? Magesh T, you're clear on that? Okay, cool. Sorry, you guys are able to execute? Okay, cool. It's a same scenario. Okay, most of the I need to explain one more time, I think so. Okay, no worries, guys. So tomorrow I'll execute in a very fashionable way. Okay, in a good fashion. So it's like I know that most of them not able to do that. Okay, no worries. It will be a little bit confusion only because I want you to start with that confusion, because then things will become easier for you. So today I'll take one more topic, string concatenation. Okay, then the same topic tomorrow we'll see it in a clear a big program, and then we'll see it with the help of a memory allocation. Okay, when I tell you about the memory allocation, things you will find it more easier. Okay, no need to worry about that. So today we'll go with string concatenation. Okay. So now I want you guys to execute this program. So before that, I'll tell you information on this. So now 100 plus 200, if both is a number, that time it will be 300. Clear? Because both are integers, so that time when it is added, it will give me as 300. Hello and world, both is a string. So when these two are being added, that time it will become as hello world. Hello plus 100. Hello is a string plus 100. What will happen? So any information that is added to a string, I told you that also will be concatenated. Okay. So concatenation, that's what here. Hello 100 will be here. Same thing, 100 plus 200. 100 is a string, 200 is a number. So now what will happen? That will become as 100, 200. Okay, because any one information is a string, then the other information also will become as actually what? A string only. So it will be concatenated. Always my execution will start from the left hand side to the right hand side. Okay, so 200 plus 100. 200 is a number, but anyway that number which is going to be added is a string. So that also will become as a string 200, 100. 100 plus 300 plus 500. So I told you execution starts from left hand side to right hand side. So 100 plus 300 is what? 400. 400 plus 500 is a string. So 400, 500. 100 plus 200. 100 is a string. 200 is a number. So what will happen? That will become as 100, 200. Now 100, 200 is a string. Plus 300 will become as 100, 200, 300. Clear? This is how string concatenation will work. Clear for everyone? I just need to confirm it. If you're clear about this one, then we can execute it. Hey Suji, you're clear? Venkat Ragul, are you clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we can execute this program. Okay. So now you guys, hey Jagdish, you're clear?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So cool guys. So now I'll ask you to execute this program. So you guys have to tell me what will be the output for that. Okay. So now you have to execute. So X is hello, Y is world, Z is 100. Okay. Yes, Suji. Sure. I'll explain you one more time, Suji. So see here, 100 plus 200, both is a number. That time it will become as 300. It will be added. Hello is a string plus world is a string. So both will be concatenated. Hello will concatenation means joining two informations. Okay. Hello is a string plus 100. So any information that has been added to a string will be concatenated. That will be hello 100. Then 100 plus 200. So 100 is a string plus 200. So what will happen right now for me? That will be 100 200, because any information that is added to a string, that will be concatenated, that will be joined together. 100 200 will be my output. 200 plus 100. Anyway, one information is a string, so that will also again become as 200 100 for me. How come 100 becomes string? Because I am giving that information in double quotes. Any information that is in double quotes will be treated as a string. That's the thing. Okay. Any information that is in double quotes will be treated as a string. That's the thing. Okay. Yeah. So then here 100 plus 300. 100 is a normal number. 300 is a normal number. I told execution always starts from left hand side to right hand side. So 100 plus 300 will be 400. 400 plus 500 will become as 400 500. Then 100 plus 200 plus 300. So 100 plus 200 will become as 100 200, because first is a string, next is a number. 100 200. Then plus 300 will become as 100 200 300. That's the thing. Clear? Any doubts for anyone on this? Clear, guys? Okay. Then X, Y, Z. Okay. So X is hello, world is, Y is world, Z is 100. Then I have two integer variables, A and B, which is 100 and 200. Now I'll ask you guys, you have to tell me, Anvish, can you execute me the first three?
So first one gonna be hello world into
Correct. Hello, then plus world. So that will become as hello world for me. That is, both will be like this. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Then
next one gonna be 300. Why? Because those are the numbers. Right?
correct. 100
plus 200.
200. It's both are numbers, that will become as 300. Yes.
Yeah.
Next one.
The next one gonna be hello 100.
Correct. Hello
100
plus
100.
100, because X is hello, A is 100. That's the thing. So now what will happen? It will be hello 100. Yeah. Thanks, Anvish.
Yeah.
Next. And Ranjini, can you tell me what will be the next one?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Ranjini.
So X is hello,
Correct.
Y is world,
Yes, awesome.
A is 100 and 200 plus 200.
200.
So it will be hello world 100 200.
Correct. Why it will be hello world 100 200, not be 300? Can you tell me?
It's since execution moves from left to right. So hello
Yes.
plus world, it's a string.
Yes.
And again, it's added to 100. It will be 100. Again,
Correct.
it becomes a string, and then plus 200.
Correct. So then it will be 200. So it will be like this. Yes. Yeah. Thanks, Ranjini. Super. Then, Shruti, you can speak up. Your mic.
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you tell me what will happen for this?
A is 100
100.
plus 200
Yes.
plus hello
Yes.
plus word
Plus world. Yeah. Okay.
300 hello world.
Correct. Why this will be 300?
It's number, right?
Correct. Both are numbers. So execution starts from left hand side.
Left hand side to right hand side. It will be in string now.
Yes. 300. Hello. Then
Hello word.
300. Hello world. Yeah. Thanks, Shruti. So next, Suchi, you like to try? Hello. Okay, Suchi, mic is not working. Hey, Venkat, Rahul.
Yeah, yeah, Mudli.
Yeah. Can you tell me what will be here?
Yeah, hello
Hello.
plus 100
Yes.
plus world
Yeah, sorry, yes, world.
at 200 plus 200.
Yeah,
So it will be hello 100, world 200.
correct. Hello 100, then hello
World
100.
200.
Yes.
200.
Everything finally will become as a string. Yes. Yeah. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Venkat. Next, Srinivas, can you tell me next what will happen?
Hello
Hello.
and 100. Sorry, it's A, right?
Yeah.
100 plus 100
100
plus 200
plus 200 plus.
plus Y. World.
Yeah. So it's a world. Yes.
Hello 300 world. Is that right?
No. Execution always starts from left hand side to right hand side.
Right. So hello 100 to
Yes. Hello 100.
100 200 world.
Yes, correct. Then it will be 200.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
it will be world. Yes. Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Suji. We are not able to hear your voice. So can you do one thing? So can you get me the output for this one? Just print in the console. You print in the console for this one. Okay, for this one. I'll ask someone for this. Hey, Magesh, can you tell me for this one? Hello.
Is equal to 100
Yeah, A is equal to 100.
and x is equal to hello
Yes. Hello. Plus world.
and b is equal to 200.
Yes, 200. So
And
it will be
200.
100 hello, then
Wall 200.
100 hello world, then finally it's 200. Yes, cool. Hey, thanks so much. Yeah, Suji, I'm waiting for your output. So for this, A plus X. So A will be 100 plus X is hello plus B is 200 plus Y is world. Yes, correct. The output will be what will be the output, final output? Will the spaces will come? 100 hello, then space 200 will come? No, space should not come. Okay, it should be like this. 100 hello. So this will become as a string now. Then 100 hello 200. Then finally hello 200 world. It should be like this. Okay. Yeah. Clear guys. Hey Shrivani, welcome. We are there at the final. Okay. Jagdish, can you tell me the final one? What will be the output?
Yeah. Hello 300 world.
So it will be X is
Hello.
what? Hello.
Hello.
Then
Plus 100
plus
plus 200
yes
plus world.
plus world. So what will be the output for this?
Hello 300 world.
Correct. So 100 plus 200 first it will be added 300. Then this will become as hello world 300. Hello 300. Then hello 300 world. Yes, super good man. So this is how the output will be string concatenation. Okay, why I'm telling you this topic actually a little bit I'm expanding and then I'm telling over here means because this is a very mandatory topic in our Selenium. Why means we read the information from the Excel sheet or from the application. Okay, and then after that we will be concatenating and then we will be giving the information. The another one actually what we have to learn about string class. So that is also one of the important topic. So that is actually what I want. I will be reading a letter. In that I want only 5 words of it or middle 3 letters I want. So like those things also will happen. Okay, how to get those informations? Okay, based on one letter, splitting the information and then get the information. Okay, all are related to Selenium. Very the commonly used informations. Okay, we'll be learning. That's what. So today we will learn about the string concatenation and then the constructors. Okay, so but still constructors, static initialization block we are not completed. Tomorrow we will be executing it. Make sure today once to see the program. Okay, just check whether you are able to understand. Okay, tomorrow we'll execute the program with the help of a memory allocation. It will be so easy for you to understand. Clear this? Anyone has any queries? You can ask me. Otherwise, we can continue by tomorrow. Anyone has any doubts? Okay, cool guys. Thank you. So tomorrow we'll meet at same time. So actually till tomorrow it will be 7. So most probably we'll change it to 6:45. I'll let you know actually when I'm gonna change that time in the mail thread. I'll send you the information. It's 6:45 something. Okay guys. Yeah.
And Murli, one question from my side.
Yeah. Yes, Anvish.
So will you send this session to me directly, or else I don't know?
Okay. Cool. It's better. I'll send from today only. Hey Anvish. Hey, we're all from Naresh. Can you give me your mail IDs? Anvish, can you give yours?
It's Anvesh, ANVESH.
Okay.
GARE.
G.
G like in goat.
Okay. G.
A. RE.
Okay.
PALLI.
Okay.
@gmail.com.
Cool. Yeah. Suchi, you are also from Naresh, na? You can chat. You can give a chat over there. Okay. Anyway, I'll get from Naresh also. Okay. Yes, Anish. From today onwards, I'll send for you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks, Anish. Thank you. Okay. Bye, guys. See you. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.